Ashton Doolin was the only guy right now with an ankle. Obviously a tough loss there. Hats off to Detroit, hell of a football team. We had some opportunities there. Weren't able to take advantage. Obviously offensively got down in the red zone a few times. Had to settle for 2 field goals there in the first half. Penalties hurt us. Starts with myself. We got to get those cleaned up. We had a season high 10 penalties, I believe, for 75 yards. That's on me. We can't have that. We got to play clean football going forward.
How much did you put yourselves, because of those penalties and just the tough spots that put Anthony and your offense in specific?
Yeah, it's tough. When you're 1st and 20 and 2nd and 20, those are tough situations. Again, we got to play clean football. It's fundamentals, technique, and it starts with me.
Shane, why do you think it's been so hard to run the ball with Jonathan Taylor these past 2 weeks?
I don't know. We got to get that figured out. That starts with me, myself too. We got to get him going on the ground, and we go from there.
Shane, why do you think there were so many penalties today? Just the variety of the ones that you had.
I don't know. We had some holding calls. We got a hand in the face. We had a big play to downs. They called a big play on us. So, yeah, it was one of those days we got to get it cleaned up.
Did you have a problem with any of the calls?
It's hard to see from, it happens at bang play. There's no replay. You guys probably got it on the TV copy better than I did. So I don't know.
Shane, given the number of Lions fans here, were you ever forced to go to a silent count?
No, we weren't. Early in the game it was a little loud, but I think we're all right a few times. But yeah, that's where it was.
Shane, how would you assess the way Anthony played today?
I thought he played well. Obviously, he took care of the football. Like I said, we were in some tough situations there with him on, 1st and 20, some 2nd and longs. Those are hard to, overcome sometimes. But I thought he battled like crazy throughout the whole game for sure.
As hard as it is, and you got Drew drops that touchdown pass. It's going to be hard anyway, and then it just makes it.
Yeah, like I said, we've got to take advantage of our opportunities. We got obviously this league comes down to inches, it comes down to yards, and you got to take advantage of those opportunities when you have them.
What goes into fixing those issues on 3rd down in the red zone?
Yeah, I think obviously you look at the tape, you go clean up. Obviously you got to run the plays that you think are going to be successful against that style of defense, and have answers versus zone coverage, have answers versus man coverage when you're throwing the football.
You did run Anthony pretty consistently early on. Were there fewer opportunities to do that maybe because of the down and distance later? Or
Yeah, a few times. He threw it good too a little bit early to start as well. Like I said, then the down and distances, like you said, kind of hurt us in those 1st and long situations, 2nd and long situations, which we can't put ourselves in those again. It starts with myself. We got to get it cleaned up.
We ask you this every week, it seems like, but with Pitt, he comes out, looks like he hurts his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he just plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the guy's tough as nails. He just shows up, and when you need to play to him, boom, he makes the play, and that's what he did again today.
So that rubbing off on Josh Downs at all? Is
Say
he
that
just with Josh? Is he good to go? I saw
Yeah, he came back in. He was good to go. He was good.
Are you guys maybe feeling the effects of the injuries on the offensive line in terms of some of the it seems like it's been hard to get anything?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Those guys are battling like crazy every week, and we got to do a great job of putting them in position to be successful.
Zaire broke Shaq's record today at his first sack of the season. As a positive, how big was he?
That's awesome. Zaire's a hell of a football player, leader on our football team. He shows up every week, prepares the right way. And obviously, he makes the plays on Sunday. Hats off to him for that.
What makes the penalties today extra frustrating in a game like this?
Well, we knew it was going to be a 4-quarter game going into it, and then when you have big plays that get called back, it felt like there's a few of them that it felt like every time we hit a 20-yarder or a 30-yarder or something was called back, and so obviously those hurt you in those situations.
Yeah, but the timing of penalties matters probably more than anything. I don't know, maybe it's just chance, but was that particularly?
Yeah, I think so.
A particular issue?
Yeah, you hit a big play down in the, you get into the plus territory. Then when we hit the downs, that thing moves all the way back. We had another one. We started off, hit a big gain on a, thing to Granson, and that moves you back to the 10. Again, we got to clean it up. I got to clean it up. I'm the head coach.
Defensively, you hold it 24. Did you feel like the defense kept it winnable?
Yeah, heck yeah, they did. Shoot, they were battling their tails off. Obviously, they did some good things offensively. Credit to Detroit, but our defense to hold that team to 24 points. They've been averaging 33 a game. Yeah, I thought they played well.
Do you have to reevaluate anything with the offensive line? I know you said they're fighting, but
yeah, we'll look at the offensive line. We'll look at everything. But again, I got a lot of faith in those guys. Man, they're going to keep battling like crazy. We'll be fine.
What makes the Lions offense so challenging?
I think they're multiple in their scheme. They do a lot of good things, running the football, throwing the football. They had some screens. I think Goff's playing at a high level. They're playing really good ball right now.
When it comes time to evaluating Anthony's development and his composure, just building off last week, how tough is that when he's like under duress so often? Because he had to make a lot of off-platform plays.
Yeah, gosh, he made some good plays, off platform throws. You know, obviously he had a big one on third down, and you know we had a holding call on that one. But again, he's battling like crazy. I thought he was good. Didn't turn the ball over. Made some good plays with his legs on that first drive. He's got to find a way to finish in the red zone. You know, get those touchdowns going forward.